everything come down, everything closes. Got it aimed at me, is that thing loaded? I don't say nothing else, you don't need motive. Yeah, used to hold hands, now we been folding. Try to play odds like I didn't notice. I ain't gonna let my leg.
Okay, yeah, you can see me still traveling pretty normally. I think the noises started around here, like first there was a noise, and then the ski basically, I was in cruise control. Here you can see the ski start porpoising a little bit, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. The noise it made was like a brief bit of a noise, and then it how can I say it, I thought it was the cruise control playing up, like it'll drop a couple of k's. It was just like it was getting held back or not getting traction in the water. But right about here, it like becomes clear, like I'm not understanding why the ski can see the nose just bobbing like up and down badly. And then I'm dropping the throttle, upping the throttle again. There's no waves, mind you, this the tiniest little stuff. And the porpoising, which I didn't know, was the ski filling with water at this stage. I'm not sure. Oh, it's about here it starts getting really bad. I'm not even moving fast, and I decide to investigate. So I stop the ski, and then I look back and I realize the water is flowing in over the back of the ski into the footwells. And here I just basically try to pin it. It's still in cruise control, so it doesn't take off pretty quickly. I stuff around, like I'm like, oh, it's not getting any traction. It's just sitting at that bogging noise. And then I realize, hang on, I'm still in cruise control. I turn that off. You'll hear the beep in a second. And as soon as the beep goes off, I pin it and it just stands right up and starts hooking. Now the ski is full of water at this stage, and this is why you see the porpoising. There's no waves. These little things you can see is not waves to make you jump a meter in the air. And the ski's literally bouncing. The nose is lifting a meter out easy. It's scary. First time this has ever happened to me. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do at this stage. Like, my bilge is not working. I've got a secondary battery. Yes, I've got my fish finder on. My secondary fish finder I've left on the last time we went out, so it completely drained that. And I couldn't get to it to recharge it. But the bilge pump was out of action. That's the problem here. Bilge pump would have saved me heaps. I would have not been as terrified. Like, this stuff just scared the living crap out of me. But as you can see, I'm porpoising like there's no tomorrow, and soon the ski will actually, around 10 seconds or so, the ski will actually, the camera drops down, sorry, but the ski stands up. So it does those sparks tricks, like how they stand the ski in the water and just cruise forward. It's doing that because the back is completely full of water, and the two venturis is trying to suck it all out. Being not moving very quickly, and there being resistance because the ski's nose is up in the air, and basically just doing like slow forward crawling with the jet pushing the water down. Well, yeah, the Venturi wasn't working as good as it should be. So basically, it was taking around 15 minutes for the ski to drain out to the point where it'll bring the nose back down, and I could do like 30k an hour, but it'll start porpoising very quickly again because it's still full of water. Yeah, the camera dropped down from the bouncing, unfortunately, sorry. But you can hear the ski like just like that's just doing, literally I looked at the dial, it was 12k an hour. Yeah, it was just proper scary. So I'll go to the next bit of the video as you guys can see, I'm a little bit stressed out here. It wasn't long after this where I stopped panicking, had to make a plan, had to figure something out. So I was worried about the ski sucking in water at some stage, which was a possibility, especially like you'll see coming up as well how the ski goes from from doing that stand. Pretty soon it'll change, the whole note will change, and the ski goes back down and I can do like 30k an hour. So here I think it starts going, half normal because the Venturi sucked out a fair bit of that water, but it doesn't take long for that to oscillate back into the hole, and I'm back on the standing position, and scary. But I managed to open the hatch, grab the E-perp out, shove that in underneath my life jacket, but I didn't think of this. Opening that hatch, there is vents that go to your engine bay, so the ski was adding water fast, so I closed that because it was starting to lean to the side. So I closed the hatch again, went a little bit, popped it back open, quickly grabbed the VHF out and shoved the VHF into my jacket as well, and basically just hope for the best and see if I could get it back to the mainland. The ski was revving at, like, when it's standing up, it was sitting at like 6.8, almost 7,000 RPM, and it just, it was just going nowhere, and it was scary. It was just a nightmare. But I'll keep going along the video and narrating as I go. I'm just trying to concentrate on how to get through or back to the, and every now and then the ski would pitch to the side and do funny things. But while I was doing this, I heard like what sounded like a metal rubbing noise coming from, I don't know, it wasn't from the front of the ski. I thought it was the jet unit for a little bit, but I'm not sure. I can't see anything up there, and doesn't look like anything stuck up there, and it sure as hell wouldn't do this, fill the ski up with water. So when I pulled the back off, I still could not see anything damaged inside, and there's videos of this in here. Also, just a quick side note, of course I tried correcting it by adjusting my trim and tilt, and to no avail. I did find that if I pushed the nose all the way down and held it managed to get me to safety eventually. It was still a long haul trip. Also, this video, the GoPro videos really does not do it justice. Like how this thing was standing up, like the tricks was like literally straight up. You don't see it in the GoPro footage for some reason. There was bits there where I was like leaning that hard forward that my chest was touching the handlebars, like trying to get the nose down, because it was just standing. It just had to add that in, that the video really does not do it the justice that it's like four-wheel driving. You can't see the angles. This is the same. At any stage And this, I was like proper stressing here. I was getting closer to the mainland, coming out between the coal boats. But if I took my finger off of that throttle, if I come to a standstill for any reason from that point where I turned around, I reckon I would have lost the ski. There was just no way that I could stop. It just had to keep loading, and that's what stressed me, because the engine water, the water in the engine compartment was also heating up. And I was thinking of this, but I didn't think it was that big a problem until I got to the boat ramp, and basically the motor was sucking in steam because the water was heating to that point where it was steaming. I was standing at the, I'll get to that video in a bit and I'll comment on that, but just here I started feeling a little bit of relief because I can see Hay Point, I can see where I need to go, but you're still talking like 20 k's offshore, like easily. Here I am now getting into the harbour. I'm still having, there's two boats coming out, and I just waved them out of the way, like flagged them saying move over, I've got to go. I could not take my finger off the throttle. I was full on in that upright position coming in here, and it was, this bit at the ramp was cringeworthy because I ran my ski onto the cement ramp. There was just no other way to do it. You can see it, and I can just, there, I'm pretty sure I'm hitting it right about now. That was painful. Full of water, but I did notice the ski stopped taking on as much water once I got to this point, so it was the pump pushing water in, which 100% secures it that it's more than likely the carbon seal on these sinkdoos which failed. Because where I put it on the ramp there, I just tied it up, and when I got back it was not sinking anymore. It was basically just sitting the same way and floating. Here you can actually see steam.
It's like it's already crossing the road. You have the steam coming off of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I ended up running my ski onto the ramp because it was sinking. Yeah, not good. I'll have to suss it out when I get home. But you can even see the tires on the trailer. There's still a lot of water in there. Cannot fucking believe it. I cannot believe this shit. Dead set. How fucked is that? Oh well. Fishing trip cancelled. I'll just drive her home like that. She should be fine. Just empty it out. I'm sweating my ass off. I cannot believe that just went down. Fuck, stupid ski. Anyway, home it is, and I'll let you guys know what I find. If I find anything, I think it just has to go back to fucking sinkdoo, and they can sort it. So I'm starting to undo this. The whole engine bay is still steaming hot, foggy. Yeah, there's water on top of the engine here. She will definitely need a good bloody wash. Oh wow. Thank goodness I got back. there's 2 bolts that I will have to put the camera down. I'll pause it. But yeah, it was not a really good experience. Like, I'm all for adventure and having the occasional struggle, but that shit was downright scary. So that'll do. But yeah, I'll take you guys along for whatever I figure out, hopefully. It's not a big deal. Well, okay, I'll pause the video for a bit. I'll get this cover off and then show you what's on the other side. So at this point I'm just washing out all of the salt. I mean, there was salt water sitting on those tappet cover bolts, the little holes there. There was chocker, so water was well and truly over the engine. Yeah, as you've seen in the video before, the water got that hot in the engine bay, between the engine and the water box, that it actually had steam, so the engine was breathing in steam. It didn't conk out. Magical Rotax motor, good job. But geez, see dude, fix the freaking carbon seal for you. Kawasaki and Yamaha never had these issues. How many people's skis have been lost because of this crap? Yeah, the water went up, covered the wiring loom and everything, so I am gonna get to talking to Phoenix and BRP and probably my insurer to see what my next steps will be. And thank you for watching this not so pleasant video. I will keep you guys posted on how I go with this whole saga. Hopefully it's not a big drama, but I can almost guarantee you it will be. And yeah, the only thing I can say is, if you get in a scenario like this where you will notice it very quickly, once your ski starts, the ice starts dropping into the water, it'll bog down, it'll start porpoising, and once it does that, don't get off the accelerator. Take your trim and tilt and put your nose all the way down, so yeah, the arrow all the way down, and just play on the throttle. There's a chance that you will get it home. I did it this time. I'm not saying it's going to work in every scenario, but it's at least worth a try, because I heard a story that in Australia, if your ski sinks, your insurance don't pay out. It's on you. So I don't know how true that is. This just come on one of the YouTube forums, and yeah, that's the info I got. But stay safe out there, guys. Fit a bilge pump will be the secondary bit of advice I can give. Definitely fit a bilge pump and a secondary battery at least. Make sure it's charged. I've got a system in there that does charge it. I just didn't flick it back on. And yeah, stay safe on the water. And solo trips is a very scary thing now for me. I'm not sure I'm going to go about this. I might go and get another boat. A little bit before I noticed the water was...
Everything come down, everything closes. Gotta aim, that means that thing loaded. I don't say nothing else, you don't need motive. Yeah, used to hold hands, now we been folding. Try to play odds like I didn't notice. Hey.